This is a massive week for our guy, our chaser. He decided to go full-time into sports betting last week because he is a father. He just had a baby. Another baby is coming. He figured out that, hey, I'm going to go all in on this because I can be home. I can take care of my kids from here. I can grind it out. He figured out how plus EV betting arbitrage worked in the last year, did it super part-time, and then 2 months ago, he started going all in on it, made about $4,000 or so, and he said, hey, if I'm doing this just here and there, I'm going to take this for real now. Here's his story, guys.
Man, so I actually have taken this full time. This is my first week. We kind of ran out of options for babysitters and stuff. So, I mean, I was working nights prior, literally just betting on like my 15 and 10-minute breaks, and I could pull it up, but it's roughly like 16,000 like since October of 2023.
I love these kind of stories because it's somebody that actually said, you know what? I'm stepping up. I see people doing this professionally. I can as well, and a great journey awaits him. What is good, our chaser, man? What's up?
What's up, bro? How you been?
Everything great, man. Everything's going well. How about you, man? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Just busy. I'm a dad, so life's wild. But
I bet, man. Yeah. How is it, man? How is it being a dad?
good, dude. I got a two. She's almost 2-year-old little girl. She's a hellion. And
Okay.
then we've got another one on the way coming in July. So
Wow.
about to get even busier.
Wow. Hellion. Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
she
it's
is.
great that I guess you're able to, I guess, supplement some of that income with some ARB, some sports betting, right? How's that for you?
Good, man. So I actually have taken this full time. This is my first week. We kind of ran out of options for babysitters and stuff. So I said, I'm just going to take this full time and see what I can do with it, kind of thing.
That's a big
But
step, man.
I know, but I think it'll work out good. It's going to be fun. It's going to
Yeah,
be a good
yeah.
journey.
Yeah, I know plenty of full-time pro sports bettors that usually start like that. First year in or a couple first months in, they're like, wait, what is this? Then they dig deeper, understand the game more, and then they're like, wait, why not go full-time with this? And they make over 100K
Right.
a year. So,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I was working nights prior, literally just betting on like my 15 and 10-minute breaks and killing it. And so I was like, I'm doing this for 30 minutes a day. Like, I need to do this way more than I am right now. And so talked to my wife, decided to walk away from the job, and here we are, his first week off.
amazing. That's amazing, bro. What were you doing before?
I worked for an aerospace company, so just building
Wow.
parts for Boeing and all
Oh,
those big airliners. But
so engineer.
yeah, I was just a technician, but yeah.
Okay. Still need a good amount of knowledge for that, I bet. I mean, I think that
Right.
sounds. So what's the sports betting journey or story for you? How did this all begin? What were you
So
doing before? Were you doing like just recreational stuff? Enlighten us.
yeah, so it all started. I got a job when I was in college at Papa John's, and I met this dude, and he was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of Bovada?" And I was like, "No, what the hell is that?"
Yeah.
Like, so made an account, obviously, $5 12 leg parlays, trying to,
Get rich.
get rich as fast as I can as a college student. Didn't work. Like, I did that for a couple years, like nothing really heavy, just kind of, oh, I'm watching a game with some buddies, let's put in a crazy parlay type of stuff. And then I live in Utah, so that was like the only thing I had was offshore books. And I saw a commercial one day for Prize Picks. Downloaded it, and I was like, way to beat this. Like, there's no way that people just sit here and donate money all the time to these apps.
Nope.
Started doing some research on YouTube and stuff, came across OddsJam, and just started doing it with DFS, and like killed Prize Picks until they wouldn't let me play on there anymore, pretty much.
Nice. Were you doing all the NFL correlation stuff back like The
Yeah, so I
over
started
quarterback.
about yeah, but I started about September, October of 2023, which was like the peak of correlation, like no
Yeah.
payout shifts, nothing, and just, I mean, six legs, 20 or 30 of them every Sunday, and just killing prize picks. I started like a $300 bankroll, and by the end of football season, it was like 6 or 7 thousand bucks, betting like $5 a slip type of thing.
Yeah. I remember that.
But the glory day, I wish I had the bankroll I have now then, but
Yeah, so
yeah,
many people I know like actually milked that to the max, like made so much money from that phase where I got nerfed. But
I know. Yeah, it was easy then. Like you didn't really have to do anything. You just put in a shit ton of slips and that's how it turned out.
yeah. All right, so after that, tell us what happened when that finished? Beginning of
So kept
2024
doing
now.
prize yeah, so kept doing prize picks, underdog, all that stuff, DFS until like about 2 months ago when prize picks like limited me to like I can place $25 a day max. That's it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I got to figure out something else to do. And start like had seen tons of content about arbing, but never really did it because I didn't think I could in Utah. Like I don't have DraftKings, FanDuel, all that stuff. And then saw people start doing it with ProfitX and NoVig. So I was like, I'll give it a shot, and been arbing ever since until I got banned on Fliff about a week ago. But
Yeah, my like yeah, Fliff is tough with that.
yeah,
But Fliff is easy. But then it's like now they're banning so fast. When they first came out beginning 2023, it was so crazy. And a lot of people were like really skeptical of Fliff because it was like not a sports book. And they were like, is this like even legit? Like, can I even deposit? Am I gonna get money out? And all the people that were like just went balls deep, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna milk this and deposit as much as they could, have made so much money in the last 2 years. It's absolutely
I was the
crazy.
same way. I didn't trust it
Yeah, no,
forever. Like
yeah,
I'm not putting money into that like weird like coins and stuff. Like I don't want to do this. And then eventually I just gave it a shot and it was like, oh my, I left so much money on the table. Like this is so easy over here.
yeah, yeah. So
But
we learned by because we see these companies come up and like I guess when you're first starting out, you're really skeptical. Now you know that they're just fresh opportunities to milk. There are some that have gone under and like lost, like actually taking people's money, like thrills, I think that was what they were called. Um or I think that was what
yeah,
it's
the
called.
thrills is still running. I mean, there's like hardly anything on it now though. The app is pretty bad too. But
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not I can't say much, but I will say this. There is a DFS exchange coming soon, which is going to be very interesting. Um
yeah, we need that's
yeah.
kind of what I'm hoping the trajectory of this is. Like it seems like with ProfitX and Novig like becoming so popular
Yeah.
that I have a feeling, within like the next within 2025, I think you'll have more
Yeah.
of those options for sure.
Yeah, cuz the smart business people understand that there's huge amounts of liquidity that can come in from sharps. It's just finding a way to monetize that cuz like sharps are just like salivating to get money down, and obviously
Right.
the smart businessman, and there's a couple people like, all right, we gotta, so it's coming very
Yeah,
soon
it's such a
actually.
good business model. Like
Yeah,
they just take the percentage off the top, no risk really for them, and then they're just going to get tons of liquidity down because all of these guys that are banned on Fliff or other sports books or whatever they
yeah,
wouldn't have anywhere else to go. So
exactly, yeah. So Fliff, and then where were we in the story? So when did you start arbing?
like the beginning of December actually. So I've only been doing it for like a month and a half.
Nice.
But
How's that going?
good. Like the first month I think I made about $2,500 arbing, and that was like learning the ropes, learning about new apps. Like I didn't really know anything about it other than what
Yeah,
I see on Twitter. Oh, it's risk free, $20 here, $20 there. But obviously growing pains, make some mistakes, get one sided. place a bet on the wrong player on accident because at first you're like so nervous to get it
Yeah.
in, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just realize, and especially like these apps too, because there's not like really one click bet. So the
Yeah.
pressure was like big at the beginning, but now like after you do it a while, it just kind of becomes second nature.
Yeah, exactly. So what is that lifetime profit looking like? Since you do you have any measure of that you can share with the people to get to encourage?
Yeah. So if you include all the DFS and stuff,
Yeah.
like I said, I was working nights full time and having a baby, so I wasn't really
Yeah.
putting in that much work. And I think I could pull it up, but it's roughly like 16,000 since like the beginning of like since October of 2023.
Nice. It's pretty good, but
But the
you
majority
learned.
of that, like probably 4,000 of that is in the last like 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
That's good, man. So what's the plan? Basically go full time with this now, like figure out the game of getting money down and just go all in.
yeah, pretty much. I've started mixing in like plus CV,
Smart.
try to get as much money as I can down, arbitrage betting.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, tomorrow, all of my like crypto transfers and stuff will be through their like waiting phase. So introduce all those crypto books, things like Bet 105, Bet Online, Bookmaker,
Yeah. Blind
and
bookie, XBet.
yeah, all that stuff. And
Great.
just add as many books as I can, especially that don't limit. Like, I mean, the more we can get of those, like
Yeah.
there's not you can just do this all day, every day, and not really have any repercussions. But
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And it's crazy because even with I know a lot of people that are like really limited on like not the exchanges because the exchanges are just money printers like the normal book, Caesars, FanDuel, DraftKings. They're still grinding and especially live arbing and live EV, like just generally live betting when there's a lot more movement and some limits open up. Um are still doing it on their own fresh account, like own like first accounts, not fresh accounts, own first accounts. And
yeah,
that's very and the exchange model once again, like that is absolutely insane that there's no limits except for whatever liquidity is available, obviously. But you're not going to get banned or
right,
limited.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had all those other books. Like, I feel like it's definitely harder in a
yeah,
state that doesn't have all those books.
yeah,
Like when you see these people that are running up like 20K months just from arbing or whatever, like
yeah,
that's pretty hard to do without all those major books. But I mean, definitely still possible. You just got to grind. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's good because in a way, one day in the future, when the books do come, because they're going to come to every single state eventually,
eventually.
then yeah, you'll have the FanDuel. That's why I said in one of the other podcasts in the beginning, I'm like, guys, if you are in a state that has the books that other states don't have, you have no idea. And even the people watching this, you have no idea how much money is there to be made right now. If you're like
It's
in a,
so easy.
it's
So easy.
it's crazy. Like if you're in Colorado or Jersey or Arizona or like Michigan, I'm not sure in Michigan, Ohio, and it's just like, guys, stop watching these videos and start. Like
Yeah, I
actually,
know. That's the biggest thing. Like, and I felt for that too. Like, I would watch all these videos of people doing it, and I was just like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But you just have to start. Like, the minute you start and
hmm
you deposit the money, it's way easier than you think it's gonna be.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's hard
I mean, it takes
because
dedication,
yeah, no,
but
go ahead, yeah,
yeah, it takes dedication, and like, I mean, you're not just gonna be able to put money in your accounts and it's just going to grow magically. Like you have to put in effort, but it's not as difficult as people make it out to be.
no, it's not. And I guess the same goes for anything that you want to make money in. You got to put effort in. It's just like
Yeah,
there's
of
no such
course.
thing as like magical passive income from just working a little bit and then you'll be rich on a beach for the rest of your life. Like that doesn't exist. Even if you were
No.
on the beach for the rest of your life, you wouldn't want to be in the beach. You want to like humans crave feeling productive and feeling like,
Right.
hey, like that is part of having a healthy mind too. So all the people looking for get rich quick schemes and just want to get rich and then go retire in Thailand when you're 25 years old or something, like that will get old as well, honestly. Like,
Yeah, you're not gonna enjoy that.
no,
Like
you're not. You're
after a
not.
while, you're gonna hate being in Thailand.
Yeah, you're gonna hate not being productive. Like being in Thailand is awesome, but like just laying around, like if you have all this money to just like blow for the rest of your life, it's just no, you're not serving anybody, or you're not like you don't have like, or if you have a family or whatnot, right? Obviously, then we start. That's a different conversation. But
Right.
so this is one grind because it's a grind that it's just understanding sports betting from a financial market standpoint, understand the business model of the books, understand the business model of the exchanges, understand how this works, go watch all the videos in this YouTube channel or a lot of them and just give it a go. And don't take too long because it's here right now and it will evolve and the sharps will evolve and the books will evolve. But right now it is as easy as pie.
Yep. No, I totally agree. Yeah. It's such a big opportunity right now. Like me and my wife were actually having a conversation last night of like just flying to Arizona for 10 days and
Yep.
just getting the Airbnb. And I was like, I could probably make so much money in that 10 days that like it's like a free vacation whenever we want to go.
Yeah. And plus profit. I did it 20 at the beginning of 2024, I believe, beginning of 2023 actually. I went to like 5 states, like 6 states, and before like the sign up offers were still like up there were still other books I went down like WinBet, Superbook, Unibet, which were
Right.
like, and like I made a couple thousand, like I like 5 to 10K I think, from just sign up offers, not even betting. Just like I'm gonna go to the state for like 3 days, collect, go to the state, 2 days, collect, go to the state, and then I walked away with like 10K, and I was like, wow. And then yeah, just started live betting basically. Um, and then it was like up until last year where like I did like 70K in 2 months, and I was like, holy crap, guys, like this is crazy.
It is. It really is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't,
it's
nuts.
it's hard because the this type of betting, right? Like EV betting or arbitrage betting, in a way, it's swimming in a sea of BS from all the cappers and all the discords and all the. So somebody is that might be on Twitter that is just full, like their Twitter is flooded with capper stuff, and then there's like a Trojan horse of just like a random plus EV better or an arbitrage better there. Just like look at this,
Right.
it'll just be instantly disregarded by that person. That like it's so hard for them to find this type of betting, which is the whole point. And I've said this before of these calls, right? Like find a user that's doing it because I could be here talking about it all day, or just the other people in the team in OddsJam talking about it all day, and they're like, "Oh, it's the same people," but it's like, no, look, different person, different person, different person, same
Right.
story, different person, same story.
It just gets, I mean, people just, I've been in Discords, like anybody that gets into gambling Twitter has probably signed up for a Discord that got burned at some point. So now, like, you see these people posting results and stuff, and a lot of people just don't believe us, to be honest. Like,
It
I'm
looks
sure they've been
crazy.
burned so many times that they're just like, yeah, right, that calendar is fake, or yeah,
Yeah,
right, that's an edited bet, or whatever the case may be. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a
It's crazy because it's like you see somebody saying, "Oh, I made 25K this month" or whatever. That's a direct like cut like into that person's just view of life, because just thinking of it of a career wise, like what careers make 25K in 1 month? Right, doctors, right, lawyers, like high end attorneys, all
a
that
lot.
stuff, like that's top 1% income in the world. And then you see somebody that figured out how the casinos work, how to take their money, and then now you're in there. So it's like a direct I don't know, what do you call it? Like a spike to like society's like social views of generating ways of making money, right? So it's kind of unbelievable. Um, to
Yeah, definitely. I agree 100%. Like
yeah,
that it really is like I think and then you tell people like my friends, family, people like that, like you tell them,
oh
"Oh yeah, I'm
yeah,
going to quit my job. I have a 2-year-old and I'm going to start sports gambling like professionally." And they look at you like, "Are you crazy? Like you're going to lose everything." And it's like this isn't like gambling though. Like
yeah,
there's so much more that goes into this that people just don't understand.
yeah. It's a grind at the end of the day, right? We're not. It's easy and hard at the same time, but the challenges you have to go through, the payoff is way higher. It is way higher, right?
Yeah,
Like
for
figuring
sure.
out how to get money down, figuring out other strategies, other edges, figuring out top down betting, arbing, plus EV, live EV. Those are the challenges, right? Once you start facing like the death limits and all that stuff, but like, once again, this is not even including exchange betting because exchanges are a different thing. I'm saying like the other stuff. The payoff is insane. It's crazy, right? It's
Yeah, it really is. Like it's nuts. Like I don't
yeah,
even know how else to put it.
yeah. They also just looking at just news and statistics, just how big gambling has grown in the States in the last 4 to 5 years and how much more it's going to grow is pretty nuts to think about, which gives the sharp side, right? Our 1% small five, it's less than 10% of the people doing of the volume there or the people doing there. I think it's even less. I think it's like less to like, all right,
Yeah.
well, more that's this means the business is booming. More books will come out, more models will come out, more ways of finding customers to come in.
More states will get books and
Exactly.
yeah, I mean,
So
it
getting a
seems
little
like we're
bit,
at the tip of the iceberg.
yeah, exactly. It is just the tip of the iceberg. Um, I guess I want to talk a little bit about your approach, whatever you want to share with the people. Like, what do you do differently now that you were doing about a month ago, 2 months ago? Which side do you lock in first, or do you clearly look for outlier? Like, yeah, just anything you want to share with the users that can help them.
Yeah, so I mean, well, from a month ago, like just started arbing, so that was a whole new ball game to me or whatever. When it comes to like the side I lock in first, if I'm doing anything with an exchange, I do that first. Like the liquidity side, I lock in first every single time because it's just waiting for someone else like me to come in and there's $1,200 worth of liquidity and they nuke it for $1,100 or something. And then you get one sided on book like Rebet or Fliff or MyBookie or whatever. So if it has liquidity, I do that first. If it's two books that don't have liquidity, whatever side is plus EV, one of those lines is off. And just taking a quick glance at it, you'll be able to tell that one of these lines is way off, and I do that one first every single time.
Yeah,
It's most likely going to move. Um, and then kind of the process, like for arbing, I'm in Utah, so mountain time. So games start at like 5 o'clock. About 3:30 ish is when I sit down and I just get down as much money as possible. Like anything that pops up pre-game around that 1.5 to 2% or higher, um, I'm trying to lock it in and just until pretty much I run out of money in my bankroll.
that's
Because
it, man.
that's really it. And then for plus EV, kind of the same thing. Like I'm doing this bets around that same time, especially player props. Like that's when you're going to get the most value. Is about an hour and a half to 2 hours before the game start. But for main lines, like if anything good pops up and I'm just chilling, looking at my phone, like I'll pretty much bet those 24/7. But focus on player props
Yeah,
right around that time the injury news comes out.
yeah. When lines open as well, it's also a very important factor.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start getting, I guess, sharper, if that's the term, you start looking at um opening lines, what it opened at, where it trended, or that slight delay whenever the lines come out and then all the sharp books start moving somewhere before the books actually move, and then you have a crazy line uh just from that. That's just that comes, I guess when you want to get more better bets, right? Like the
Yeah.
really sharp bets where you could really get a lot of line in your favor, more than the odds, more of that line, right? uh
Right. Yeah. No, for sure.
and yeah, well, man, I think, yeah, just I want to, it's this usually just like to keep these kind of short. I think we're like 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in.
Yeah.
I want to wish you a lot of luck, not luck, like just wish you the best in your decision to go full time with this. You're not the only one is going all in on this. It's gonna be really rewarding for you. Um, like I
Yeah.
said, you'll face all the challenges that all the sharps get, but the payoff is in the six figures, so you'll figure it out. Um, and yeah, congrats on the baby and the new one that's coming, bro. Um,
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. They're having another little girl, so I'm gonna have two little girls now, and
nice.
they make me soft. So they make you work harder, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, little princesses.
No. Yeah. Mhm.
um, I think, yeah, it's funny because um, it's not funny, but the Arb father is like that was like that guy that was like, yeah, I'm a family man. I'm going full time on this arbing. Show other dads that you can do this, and leads by action. He still does it to this day, and
Yeah, I mean,
that's
he was a massive inspiration for me. Like I saw his profile picture, he's got a little kid in it, and I'm just like, man, if he does this, like everybody can. And then I don't have to go to work. I can be home with my family every night. Like if he can do it, I can do it. So he was a big inspiration for
nice,
sure.
man. That's amazing. Yeah, he's great. Um, yeah. If any last words you want to say to anybody watching from the fences, still like kind of just thinking
Just
about
do it.
joining
Like,
it, yeah.
if you're thinking about it, if you're watching endless YouTube content and you're not doing it, it doesn't matter where you live. You can make it work. Like just get in, reach out to people on Twitter, ask questions. The more you ask, the better you're going to get at it. So just start. That's all I got to say.
You heard it from Arb Chaser. There you go,
But
guys. If you guys have any questions, I'll leave our links here, and see you guys in the next episode. It'll be literally just the same stories over and over till you guys hop in.
sweet. Sounds good. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Peace out, guys. And